Hey guys, so today we will go over the Bitcoin updates. So I have some updated charts on you, pounds. So let's go over them. I will only go today over the 4-hour scenarios as the daily scenarios simply remain the same. So right now we are looking simply at higher prices on a daily time frame. So you all remember what the probabilities are on the higher time frames. And on the 4-hour chart, we are simply looking at this structure from here, right? We're looking at this whole structure and whether it is bearish or bullish, whether it's corrective or impulsive. So let's take a look. The first scenario I want to show you is this one. This is scenario I showed you last time, where we have here an ABC containing series W, X, and then ABC-Y, where the corrective structure finished here at this low and we are looking for all-time highs. Now this scenario has a bit of a problem. The problem is that this is a 3-wave move and not a 5-wave move, which means we cannot count an impulse. Now, the other bullish scenario where we would be taking out, or where we can count this as a wave 1, is by counting this as a wave 1 of a diagonal. Right, a diagonal can be an ABC in all of the subwaves. Here we have an ABC, so this is perfectly fine. But the problem with the scenario is that simply we are too early to call this. We are not even finishing the wave 3. So usually I like to think about diagonals after we have the wave 4. And we are currently right now working on the wave 3. But this is a scenario we need to look at right now, I think, because the other scenario we have is pretty much only this one, where we take out all-time highs. And we're looking again at an ABCW, but instead of putting your wave X up here, we are putting it here, which is absolutely fine. But with putting your wave X here, we need an ABC to the downside, which is not yet finished. So here we have an A looking for B and a wave C to the downside. Now the invalidation of the scenario would then be taking out this high. And once we take out this high, my main scenario will be this one, this diagonal. As again, this is the highest probability bullish scenario we have. Now, as for the bearish scenarios, you pretty much only have this multi-1-2, which became even less probable than before, as we had this move to the upside, and this cannot be a wave 4, which means we have to count this a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We expect a big wave 4, a big wave 3 in this scenario, which would put us well below 50k. Now, this scenario is the lowest probability scenario by far, as these multi-1-2s are not in proportion of time or price, length, anything you can think of, but it's all out of proportion. It doesn't look as well good. Now, we need to see real big moves to the downside, not something like this, where volume has stayed the same as in the previous moves to the downside, but we need to see volume taking off really hard. Else the scenario simply becomes less probable, every time we talk about it. So these are the scenarios on the 4 time frame. This is a quick update, and there's not much changes, and see you next time.